Hello, I'm Josh from Safe Family Training Solutions. The purpose of this video is to provide you with criteria that will help you select the best handgun for you. And for the purpose of this video, we're going to break it down into three factors. Those factors are accessibility, stopping power, and use. Accessibility. How will you get your hands on your gun when faced with a deadly threat? There are several different holster configurations to think about, and the one you choose must take into account the clothes you wear when you plan to be armed. It will be affected by your physical stature and comfort. Let's look at several concealed carry systems. The shoulder holster. The shoulder holster is held in place by straps across the back and side of the torso. Straps attached to the belt in one location for support, and the gun is carried underneath an arm. This method affords excellent concealment beneath an outer garment. I find this to be a comfortable manner of carry as well. To draw the gun, one must access it through a front zipper or buttons. Carrying in this manner requires special attention to not allow the muzzle to cover your support side arm on the draw. It is not conducive to a fast draw. The outside the belt holster. The outside the belt holster is readily concealable with a long untucked shirt, jacket, or sweater. It is a comfortable method of carry and offers a relatively fast draw. One should be wary of unintentionally revealing the gun when reaching or otherwise moving in a manner that causes the cover garment to lift. The inside the belt holster. The inside the belt holster attaches to the waistband with a clip. It is similar to the previous method of carry, but has the advantage of being more concealable. The gun is partially concealed inside the waistband in addition to the cover garment. Depending on where you place the gun, for example, front or back, it will affect the comfort, especially when seated. While seated in a car or chair, the gun can press into your stomach and groin if carried in the front, or your buttocks and lower back if carried in the rear. Drawing is slower with this method than the outside the belt holster. The inside pocket holster. The inside pocket holster is a protective, removable liner that can be placed in the front or rear pants pocket. It offers excellent concealment, but is slow on the draw and very difficult to draw when seated. This type of carry is possible only with subcompact and snub-nose type handguns. If you choose this method, I would encourage you to opt for a handgun with a recessed hammer so as to avoid snags in the pocket lining on the draw. In a purse or handbag. This method of carry offers excellent concealment, especially for women. It allows for the carrying of large or small guns. The main disadvantage of this method of carry, however, is that the user must keep the handbag or purse on his or her person at all times so as not to leave the gun unattended. Drawing from this position can be fast with practice if it's an uncluttered bag. Stopping power. The term stopping power here is used to describe the inherent likelihood of a hit from a gun incapacitating an adversary. As a rule, larger caliber bullets create larger wound cavities and as such are more lethal. Additionally, cartridges loaded to higher than normal pressures, such as Magnum ammunition and plus P ammunition, tend to penetrate deeper into an adversary, and they are more lethal as well. The most common large pistol cartridge is the .45 caliber. The most common highly penetrative cartridge is the .357 Magnum. There are, of course, trade-offs. Larger caliber ammunition tends to be more expensive. Additionally, larger caliber ammunition generally produces greater recoil. My experience has been that the effect of recoil is negligible with semi-automatic pistols and with proper training. However, personal preference here is key. You should choose a gun that you enjoy shooting and that you can shoot well. Use. Have you given thought to how you will use the gun? Can you see yourself operating the action as you load, unload, chamber check, and shoot? How large are your hands? Can you easily thumb the safety on and off? How does the trigger press feel? Can you clearly achieve sight alignment? An important consideration in choosing a firearm is that you can do all these things. The gun should fit your hand comfortably. Is it too big? Too small? You should be able to reach the trigger, magazine release button, and safety with a minimal amount of modification to your grip. The trigger should break with a minimal amount of pull and effort. The trigger reset should be readily apparent for effective follow-up shots. Most importantly, you should be able to achieve accurate shot placement with your gun. The sights should be clearly visible. I prefer iron sights over electronic optics, as they are less prone to breaking and less cumbersome for carrying purposes. Will you buy a revolver or a semi-automatic? I recommend semi-automatic pistols as they generally fit the hand better than revolvers. Most semi-autos also offer the advantage of single-action presses without manual cocking. Additionally, reloading a magazine for a semi-auto is much faster and less cumbersome than reloading a revolver. Nevertheless, semi-automatics require a greater level of commitment to training to safely handle them and to shoot under pressure. Will you select a larger frame gun or something smaller? The size of the gun is worth mentioning here. Again, it is my experience that the smaller subcompact guns are more difficult to load, unload, and chamber check. The buffer spring is smaller and the parts are harder to grip. The recoil of a smaller, lighter gun is oftentimes uncomfortable as well. In conclusion, your ideal self-defense gun should be the largest caliber that you can accurately shoot and comfortably carry. A gun that is too cumbersome for you to comfortably carry may be one you end up not carrying at all. A gun that you cannot comfortably shoot may be one you end up not practicing with. Neither is acceptable. Where necessary, do your best to strike the balance between accessibility, that is, what you can comfortably carry, with stopping power, caliber, and use, what you can effectively load, unload, chamber check, and shoot. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and useful. For further information, go to our Facebook page at Safe Family Training LLC, or if you have any questions, email me at safefamilytraining@gmail.com.